creative mind, welcome back to my channel. This is Bliss Concept. Here in my channel we do tutorial on how to cut and sew. If you're just coming across this video for the first time, please don't forget to subscribe, like and share, and turn on your notification bell so whenever I post new video you get notified. And to my returning subscribers, you're welcome. All right, here I made use of 6 yards of soft net, a lace, half yards of lace, hard net is 2 yards, then bridal satin is, I made use of 2 yards of bridal satin. I don't really want it to be too full. This is a baby of 3 years, so let's dive into what we have today. I'll be drafting it out on this pattern paper before transferring it to the main fabric. Alright, why I want to draft it out on this pattern paper is because if there's any mistake, it's very easy for me to correct it. Did you get? Alright, first of all, I'll get the neck. I'll get the neck. First of all, let's get the neck width. The neck width is 2 and the depth is 2. But before that, let me get the guiding line. After getting the guiding line, is to label this part to be the front and to label the other part to be the back. Did you get? So that's it. So after this, I'll now go back to get the neck width and the neck depth. The neck width is 2 inches. The neck depth is 2 inches. Then the shoulder is 8 divided by 2 is 4. I'll just get the 4 inches. Did you get? The armhole is 5 inches. Why I made use of 5 inches is because I'll still slant the shoulder. So when I slant the shoulder by 1 inch, it will still go back to 4 inches. Did you get? After joining the armhole line, you break your tape to get the midpoint of the armhole. You go in by half inch to get the curve done. So just look at what I did. You go in by half inch. Once I get the half inch, then I'll give it a curve. Did you get? All right, next is to slant the shoulder by half inches. Then get the bust measurement. Since it's a baby, we are just going to get the chest measurement, and we are going to use it for the chest and the waist because they are the same size. I forget. I would like to let you know that because this gown is a baby gown, at the center front, which is the tummy part, you're going to add half inches to it and slant it together. Look at how I did it. I just added half inches, then I slant it. If you look at it, it's not looking straight, it's looking slanted because of the tummy. You know, babies, they used to have tummy. So if you don't do it like that, it will be looking somehow when you make the gown. All right, from here, let's move over to drafting the back. First of all, I got 1 inch for the zip allowance. I ruled it. And as for the back neck, I made use of 2 inches width and 1.5 inches depth. That's what I use for the back neck. I think that's all for the back. The only thing is that you have to remember to curve go in by half inch as well and curve the armhole because it's a baby gown, so it has to look that way. All right, next thing I did was to trace it on the bridal satin first. Then I traced it on my lace before going to the lining, or you can use the line anyone you want to start with. And while tracing it, I added like 1 inch allowance. Okay, next thing I did here was to use my hemming gum to attach it so they can be home they can be attached together, like hold together, so I can be able to add my lining. Just watch what I did, you understand. I don't know how to put it, I don't know how to explain it, but I just made use of my hemming gum. Some people use normal gum, some people, I don't know how you do it, but this is the easiest way you can do it. I just use my hemming gum, then I will use the iron so it can hold it a little. So when I attach my lining, everything will be sewn together. That's the easiest way you can do it. I did was to cut my lining. After ironing it, I just cut out my lining. Mind you, what I had before was bridal satin and the lace. So now I cut out my lining. So I took it over to my machine. Parts, some beginners normally find it difficult, but let me tell you, the easiest way to do this is join the shoulder of the lining separately, join the shoulder of the main fabric separately. Then what you will do, you marry them together front facing front, then you sew the neck first, then the armhole. After sewing it, you turn it over. You will turn it over from the shoulder. Just watch what I did. It's very, very easy. The thing you do here is to make sure you notch it, then you top stitch. Did you get? Once you sew the neck, you turn it over, top stitch. That sew it over to the lining part, not to the fabric. Then after that, you sew the round and the you sew the armhole. Then you make sure Do is to turn it over using the shoulder to turn it over, so you can see what I'm doing. It's not really easy, but you have to do it too. You can use your, maybe your screwdriver, that long screwdriver, to just pull it off. Did you get? All right, after that, the next thing I did was to get a belt. I just want a small belt for the dress, so here I just cut out the little belt for the dress. The length is 17, and is the width is 2 inches on a fold. So I cut two two separate belts for it. Go over to the lining. I got 13 inches for the lining, which is after the half length. That's not the full length of the gown, mind you, so I have to cut it. Now over to the net to make it come up, to give us this ball style. I went to the net and I got 4 inches. Just look at how I did it. I got 4 inches, then I cut it. I got another 4 inches, I cut it. Now what I'm going to do with this net is to go to the lining and create a pleat. Mind you, before even creating the pleat, I have to fold the down part of the lining. And whenever you're making this kind of dress, make sure that your lining is shorter than your bridal satin. That's it. All right, here I'm trying to create the pleats. Just look at how I did it. I'm just trying to create a pleat. Very easy. I made the second step. After the first step, making the pleat, I made a second step of the pleat to give it the really ball effect that I need. It's not really like ball, but at least I want it to come up a little, you get. So you can see I'm done with the pleating. So that's it. All right, back to the lining, back to the half length. Just join them separately, lining to the lining, lace to lace. Get the accurate measurement. Yeah, just watch and see how I added the net. I added the net on the lining. This is a hard net in order to make it stand. Though it's not really going to be a very big ball gown, but for a baby, it's going to stand. So I just added it into two steps. Did you get? Just watch and see what I did. After that, I flipped to the front and ironed it. Now back to the half length. I have to do it in a way that the lining will be separate and the lace will be separate. I've already added my belt, so it's here. I'm yet to take it to the machine, then sew it separately. The lace will be separate, the lining will be separate. Now for beginners, you can pin it depending on how you want. Anyhow you know it to work for you, you do it that way. You pin it down, then take it to your machine and sew. All right, here I did 24 times. I folded it into 4. I did 24 times 4 because the round waist is 24, so I did 24 times 4 to get, because I'm going to gather it. So I went over to my machine and gathered the one that will be on top. That's the first one you'll be seeing. That, let me just say the two nets, that because the net is going to be 2 layers, so the 2 nets I gathered it. After gathering it, you just join them together. You join the 2 nets together and sew. All right, here you do the same thing to the bridal satin. You get the gather, then you place everything together. All right, next is to get the middle part. This the half length, you just get the middle part, you fix from the middle. That's what I did here. All right, remember that we've not added the lining. So what we're going to do now, the lining, remember we added net on the lining, hard net. So now we're going to bring the hard net, fix it. While fixing the hard net and the lining, make sure it's facing the net. Don't allow it to so it won't discomfort the baby, because when the hard net is the one on the baby's body, to be kind of discomfort, it will discomfort the baby. Do you get? All right, next thing I did here is to close the middle back from the down. That's from the half length. I got 5 inch. That's where zip the zipper will stop. So that's what I did. I closed it till that 5 inch. Now remember that the work here, I separated the lining from the main fabric. So even when I was sewing, I separated it. I didn't sew everything. I didn't attach everything together. As you can see where I'm sewing the lining separately and the bridal satin and the net separately, even when I was closing it. Now over to fixing of the zip. If you're a beginner, you might be finding this part difficult. If you're finding it difficult, what you do is to use needle to that place you want the zip to be. You just attach the zip from up to down, then take it to your machine. You sew carefully, but mind you, we are fixing the main fabric separately and the lining separately. Just watch how I did it. Now is to close up the little end at the top. After closing it, then you just attach the line. See how I did the lining part? While attaching it, you'll be seeing the line where you sew the zip, so you just attach the line, follow that line. You get? All right, here I folded this net into 4, then I got 4 inches each, then that was how I cut it. Why did I do so? To get that the ruffle at the edge of the gown. As we proceed, you see the edge of the gown, you see the design I made there. That was how I got it. Now over to my machine to get the ruffle. Just watch how it's very easy to get the ruffle. If you are a beginner, it's just to be gathering it together, then sew the middle part. As you can see, the gown is already coming out beautiful, though I have not fixed the ruffle here. Side, face with this side, so the before this one, before this one, you will see. I mean everything. I'm attaching the ruffle to the end parts of it. I'll just place it from the middle, then attach it to the front part. Right, you can see how it came out. Very beautiful. Please, if you watch this video to this point, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, because when you like and comment, it will make this video to go far. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching.